Hey, I'm very excited to be here. This is an honor for me. I'm probably more excited than you guys are, so this is really neat. I actually grew up not too far from here, down in South Troy, on 1st Street is where I grew up. I ended up going to Doyle Middle School, and then I actually went to Troy High School. I went to school with one of your teachers, Mo McLaughlin here. Is it still McLaughlin?
Yes.
Yes, it is. And then I actually, from there, I went on to Hudson Valley, and I played football, baseball, and did very well. I was an All-American while I played in college, and then from there I graduated and I went on to West Virginia University. It's in the Big East Conference. I did very well there. I was an All-American there as well, and I went on to play 2 professional sports. Well, actually 3 now, but out of college I played arena football, and I also played minor league baseball. So as a junior at West Virginia, I signed a free agent contract with the Phillies, and then I played for 3 years down there. I was in Clearwater, Florida, playing, and then I actually went from baseball to football. So I had a lot of opportunities, but not so much if I didn't do well in school. I definitely wouldn't have had these opportunities to do well in athletics. And it was hard work. It was very hard, getting up early, working out before the day started, and I still do as a professional boxer. Actually, as an amateur, I ended up going, I think it was like 54-0 as an amateur boxer. I didn't lose as an amateur boxer, and I ended up doing very well. I won a gold medal at the Empire State Games, which was held in Binghamton, and I now am a professional with 6-1 as a professional, and I just fought 2 weeks ago over at Hudson Valley Community College. Where I was at in school, I had to listen to the teachers, because if I didn't, I was not allowed to play and do something that I love to do. So you guys should understand, you know, in order to do something you love, baseball, football, basketball, whatever it is, cheerleading, soccer, you know, anything, you should do well, right? About hard work or dedication or anything.
When you were in school, what was your favorite subject?
Favorite subject? It was history.
Oh.
You guys don't like history?
I do.
My first amateur bout fight was when I was 9 years old. I was 9. But I will say this about everybody in here. The thing about boxing that everybody probably doesn't understand is the sportsmanship is unbelievable. And I'll tell you a story. After my last fight, which was only 2 weeks ago, I fought a guy who flew in from Chicago. And after I fought and beat him, I was actually sitting next to him after the fight, talking to him about his family, life, and what he does for a living. And most people would probably think, why would you do that after you just got in there and you guys were punching each other in the face? But we do it in an organized and a very sportsmanlike way. You know, it's not. It's everybody that you think of boxing, or you think of, like you guys talk about Brock Lesnar or UFC. You don't want to hurt the guy. You just want to win. So obviously, has anyone ever watched the ending of a fight, like after the fight?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you guys tell me maybe what you see?
They shake hands.
Yes, they'll either shake hands, they'll hug each other, because they understand that what they did was extremely difficult, hard work, and it takes a lot of time to prepare. Every day, getting up and running for an hour for 6 to 8 to 10 miles. Like that's what I did this morning before I was here. I was up at 5 a.m. and I had to go run for an hour. And it was tough. I actually wanted to lay there and just sleep. But I knew that if I didn't get up and if I didn't go work out and run, then I wouldn't be prepared and ready for my next challenge, which is my next fight in July. So that's what you guys should do, right? You guys everybody studying?
Have you ever lost a boxing fight?
I have, one time. I lost to a guy who was from Cincinnati, and it was the very first time I lost in my career, ever, especially in amateur or professionally. And to be honest with you, that was the best thing that's ever happened to me, because sometimes when you lose, you win. You know? And sometimes when you win, you lose.
What was the hardest thing for you to overcome?
The hardest thing, that's a great question. What's your name?
Frank.
Frank, that's a very good question. The hardest thing that I have ever overcame would probably be my defeat when I lost. But, like I was telling, what's your name again, buddy? Demetrius, that because of my defeat and when I lost, because I've never lost up to that point. So if you think about if you played every single game and you won, and then all of a sudden you lose, especially as a professional, you kind of, it's a kind of a very tough thing to deal with. So, and I was telling Demetrius that from losing, I actually lost, and I was sitting in the locker room afterwards, and I was thinking to myself, and I said, well, wait a minute. It's really not that bad because I tried my hardest. You know what I mean? So if you try your hardest and you prepare fully, then win, lose, or draw, you have nothing to hang your head about. So, but that was very difficult to overcome, but I did, and I'll tell you how I did it. 2 days later, even though I was sore and had a few bruises, I went out for a run, and I just kept going. I kept working at what I believe will be one day I'll be a world champion and get to the top level and do very well. And that's something that I keep in my head, and that goes back to what Mo was saying, is that, I'm sorry, you guys don't call it Mr. Blackman. That's something that every day I know that I have to work hard. Now, you guys, how many people guys and girls need to do is listen, when you listen to your teachers, everybody, all these teachers have been there before. So they went through each stage of life, so they have the wisdom. At least some of us do. I hope I don't get mine hit out too much. Go ahead, bud. Everybody, remember to work hard and never give up, okay? So tomorrow on that test, make sure everybody tries their hardest and do well, okay?